outside. Nah, he ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Catch it at the light. Like, ain't no light.
Oh, say does that.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. Here we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here and a lot left to play for. If your team is on the cusp, man, you are holding on tight.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Now here's Williams. Can't hit from 12. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Williams. And it's White missing. Now here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. It's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Mavericks foul. Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Dosunmu. The 10-footer. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And there it is for him.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Gobert with a screen for Randle. And it's White with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The shot's good.
And just too strong. Randle with momentum on his side against that contact.
Here's Giddey. Following the basket by Julius Randle. On the wing, Dosunmu. Offline with his 3. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Williams passes to Randle. Here's Joe. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Buzelis. Second shot opportunity. Here's Vucevic.
Consistently productive. Vuce can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
At the line for the Bulls,
so 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Randle surveying the D. Pass to Joe. Shoots the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Christie's checked in for Isaiah Joe. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And I think for the Mavericks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Williams passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots from 12. Christie with the rebound. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Bulls trail by 10. Schroeder dishes to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Big man, Vooch, showing some quickness on that release.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and he can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
Now here's Schroeder. Vucevic is screen on Williams. Bounce pass Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And it's White missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Schroeder following the three-point basket by Dallas. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Christie can't make it. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Dallas's shot is good.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
The shot's good from Christie. He has 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Williams against Schroeder. Pass to White. Mavericks with the rebound. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Isaiah Joe. P.J. Washington is out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. Here's Schroeder. Nobody near Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Joe passes to Williams. Now Washington, Giddey defending. And then Washington with the dunk.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Bulls trail by 11. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Herter. For 3, Smith. Williams with the block.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Rudy Gobert. Dave, what's the news?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Mavericks head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Williams, a screen on Schroeder. Joe passes to Williams, and stolen by Williams. He lobs it up. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. RJ, you say this all the time. For a young player like Patrick Williams, reps are so important.
He's had a tough start to his career. 2 injuries in his first 4 years that ended his season. Every young player needs to get a rhythm. They need minutes, and they need to be healthy.
He's guarded by Williams. Herter kicks to Williams. Here's Giddey. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Joe. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Kevin Herter. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardy's checked in. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Williams, and it's Whiten for Dennis Schroeder. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gobert, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Ando comes in for Kenrich Williams. Marshall, he's checked in for Christie, and it's Williams in for Hardy.
And you know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Giddey finds White. The Mavericks pull it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Shoots from the elbow. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Giddey's got 6.
And you want to talk about confidence right there. Giddey wasting no time firing off the dribble.
Bulls trail by 9. White looking around. Here's Giddey. He has 6. Vucevic up top. Mavericks with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randall from outside. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
That's his 2nd foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Dallas with a change here too. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Schroeder. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Schroeder passes to Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. And again, Chicago. No good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Randall no good. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 12. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, everybody. So far through the first 2 quarters, Julius Randle has really stood out. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Bulls.
So, the shot selection. You can't heave up anything and just keep hoping to get hot. They have to make better choices.
Yeah, shooting under 35%, not going to get you back into a game. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game, great performance by Julius Randle.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Lets a floater go. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Mavericks, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
He gets it in there. Randall's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Dallas leading by 12. Here's Joe. White covering. Joe passes to Williams. Back to Joe. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 8th assist in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And now, a look at Rudy Gobert here. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's Randall. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. White setting the pick for Buzelis. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. On the mark with the 15-footer. Dosunmu's got 6.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Randall finds Williams. Here's Joe. The shot, no good. White with the defensive effort. And Greg for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Vucevic. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vucevic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Randall. Softly drops in the floater. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Picked by Vucevic. A 3-ball. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Williams. Now here's Giddey, covered by Joe, and the 3-ball is good. He's got 9.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Marshall passes to Christie. Misses the layup. Bulls trail by 15. White dishes to Williams. And White the bucket on the assist by Williams. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, DA. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Washington with a screen on Giddey. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here come the Bulls. Finished off the break. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
So for the Bulls, Smith checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Josh Giddey. Dallas also making some changes. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Gobert. Williams comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Dante Exum in for Isaiah Joe. Schroeder, left side, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Schroeder.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now, here's Exum. Williams, a screen on Schroeder. To the middle, with the shot, a shake, and it's slammed in by Williams.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Williams. Christie is out there with Hardy. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. Washington passes to Christie. Here's the three. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Giddey, no one around him. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Washington. To the inside. Inside shot. And the rejection by Smith. Schroeder outside. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And again, Chicago. No good. Williams, a screen on Schroeder. Inside. Williams with the steal. Now, Giddey. Smith outside. From outside the arc. That's good. And so, Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's Williams, high post. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Christie can't make it. Bulls trail by 11. There's Schroeder. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The Bulls making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Julius Randle's checked in for Williams. And it's Dante Exum in for Hardy. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Huerter. Back to Giddey. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Here's Christie. Sinks the three-pointer. Christie's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And the Bulls with some changes. Vucevic checked in for Williams. Buzelis comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Kobe White in for Dennis Schroeder. There's the pick. Here's Dosunmu. Buries it from three-point range. Dosunmu's got 12 points here in the second half.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Randall with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
White the pass to Vucevic. Rebound by Williams.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Christie can't make it.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Misses the baby hook. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
A nice shot by Exum.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 13-point game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gobert, he's checked in for Williams. Marshall comes in for Washington. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Williams in for Exum. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Over Gobert. And again, Chicago. No good. Mavericks leading by 13. Randall outside. Over Buzelis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here is Dosunmu. It's White on the wing. Connects from three-point range.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Joe Good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams. And Good that time. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Dallas.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Williams.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Here's Randall driving the lane, and Randall throws it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Over Gobert. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey kicks to White. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.